All right, welcome in. It's episode 47 of Shippy and Grubes. I'm Shippy.
I'm Grubes.
And we are ready to party. And you know what? The best way to start your party is to start with a nutter party. As Joey Chestnut brought in some crazy ratings. We talked about him last week on the podcast. Mm-hmm. And his return to the Nathan's Hot Dog Eating Contest drew 1.62 million viewers on ESPN2. It's the most watched contest in 11 years and up 95% from last year's when Chestnut was barred from competing.
People love the nutter.
Maybe it was like a tactical thing by Nathan's Hot Dog Eating Contest to drive the ratings up to, hey, let's ban him this time, and we'll bring him back, and all of our glizzy fanatics out there will tune back in to watch the GOAT.
Yeah, it's kind of like the how can I miss you if you never go away? Like, he's just been dominating for so long, like, you just kind of get used to it, and you think, oh, we can, totally do without him for a year, and people still love the contest, and it's like, no, people need the nutter.
People need the nutter. I heard he's really good with his putter.
Okay.
He loves butter.
Okay, Happy Gilmore.
Get your mind out of the gutter.
Oh, nice. That was a good one.
Thank you. Happy Gilmore 2, by the way, comes out soon.
What, July 25th? Apparently also on Netflix, not just theaters?
Yeah.
I'm getting more and more excited for it.
Me too. Like, I logged into Netflix the other day, and I saw it as, like, the main home screen thing, and I'm not going to lie, I got pretty excited. I
was going to say, I was kind of like, oh, it'll be whatever, like, love Adam Sandler, but, his movies have kind of not been the greatest quality the last decade or more, and then all of a sudden you see the trailer and you think about all the memories of the first one. You're like, damn it, he's got us. Yeah. And you got Boban as the big teacher guy.
Your ball struck my foot.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't know what that guy's name is, but he's awesome.
I can't remember, but yeah.
And Boban being casted for that is perfect.
Genius.
And then actually I was at this wrestling thing this past weekend, and somebody was telling me that one of the wrestlers performing is in it as well. There's like supposed to be a ton of cameos in this.
Why do I feel like it's
maybe
Von
Erichs, or
maybe that, or Cody Rhodes?
Oh no, that's what it was. That's who it was.
Okay,
yes,
cool.
Thank you. I went to a wrestling thing. I don't know wrestling at all, and it was cool because me and my friend, who he loves wrestling, and so I was like, I'll go with you. Like, I didn't have anything to do. It was early on a Saturday. We were sitting by some people, and the people in front of us were really nice and really cool about it. Like, I was the guy who shows up to a hockey game or a football game and is like, what's a touchdown? And so they were really cool, and like they turned around and explained everything to me. And so they were the ones who told me about, the Cody Rhodes cameo in Happy Gilmore 2. So.
That is a great thing about Adam Sandler movies is if you love cameos, he will work in a ton.
Yeah.
And everybody's great about going along with it. Like, they're not afraid to make fun of themselves. I think because Sandler seems to just be such a friendly guy, like, he's not going to make anyone look stupid, but he's going to make them look silly.
Yeah.
And there's a difference.
Right. Like,
I'm stupid and silly.
Yeah.
But I only want you to look silly.
Thanks, but I'm also stupid.
Yes, but I don't emphasize that.
Right. We don't focus on that
I'm a good
part.
friend like that.
We focus on the silly part.
Right.
Right.
You're a silly goose.
I'm a silly goose. And you know what? Like, it's more fun to act dumb.
It really
There's
is.
no point in acting smart.
Right.
I learned that in school.
Yeah.
You don't
that just
need
gets you more work.
Yeah. And, like, you can still get good grades, but just act dumb. And then other people won't be asking you for help with their homework. And then you can just kind of do your own thing.
Yeah. It's the smart way to do things.
So,
by being
kids,
dumb.
be smart, but act dumb.
Yes.
That's your advice from Shippy and Grubes today.
On episode 47.
On episode 47, which had a lot of... This episode's in honor of a lot of smart people.
Yeah.
Like John Lynch.
Mm-hmm.
He's a pretty good GM now. Andrei Kirilenko.
AK-47.
AK-47. Aaron Downey, who will knock you out. We've got a very Happy Gilmore-esque story later in the podcast that we can't wait to get to. Tom Glavine, Mel Blount, Jack Morris, Alexander Radulov, and Johnny Oduya. So this one's for all of you guys.
Shocking amount of stars at War 47.
Yeah, that's a strange number.
And within a pretty short amount of time, too. Like, what, we had Oduya, and then immediately after Radulov came in, if I remember
Or
right.
we traded for Oduya while we had Radulov?
Maybe.
I don't know, man.
I don't know, man.
It's been a lot of time in my
we're
life.
stupid, remember?
We are stupid. But maybe secretly we know the answers.
No, we definitely do.
Yeah,
but now we're going to make people have to do their own research.
Yes. You're going to have to do your own research. And maybe the Mavericks could be acquiring number 47. It'd be weird for LeBron James to switch numbers at this point.
But hey.
But weirder things have happened, and I woke up to some weird text messages today where I had 3 people text me and say, so LeBron to the Mavericks? And I was like, okay, hold on, let me clear the cobwebs out real quick and get on the internet. And from @WinnieGoat7 says Mavs FC ... stay tuned. And it's a text message, a screenshot from AD, not Anthony Davis. He's saved in his phone as DeGee.
Yeah.
Not really sure. Or maybe a degree. Maybe it's a typo.
It's very possible.
He could be a rep for the deodorant.
True.
You know, who knows?
It is weird how sometimes like some random person in a company will find out about something like that just because they wound up being the ones that had to like approve the copy or something like that. And it's like, well, my sources tell me.
Could you imagine like the Mavericks accidentally like pulled a Capitals and sent out a thing like, get your LeBron jerseys, like, because they saw
maybe.
the Winnie Goat 7.
Yeah.
I'm glad they didn't.
No, I'm very glad they haven't, and at least as far as we know at the moment, nothing has happened. But yeah, that tweet, the guy makes it seem like he knows what he's talking about.
So yeah, the degree, whatever it is, text screenshot says LeBron James is being traded to the Dallas Mavericks. The deal isn't public yet. No shams tweet, but behind the scenes it's done. LeBron, AD, Kyrie, the league is about to be flipped upside down. More info soon. Stay locked in. And this, just for context, this guy has like around 5,000 followers. I don't see any other like breaking news.
Yeah, that's always
tweets.
when it's suspicious.
And and he does say, he follows up. He said, "We'll be releasing the info I just received tomorrow." He sent that like 9 hours ago. So if he's
update is up on my profile. This is literally
okay. We've got some
ago.
Live.
According to NBA Central, the Mavericks are the new favorites to land LeBron per Bovada official.
Okay.
Latest update on LeBron's trade situation. Mavs, Lakers, Jazz, 3-team blockbuster being finalized. Projected trade. Mavs get LeBron. Lakers receive Klay, PJ Washington, ? Kyle Anderson, Najee in 2029 first. Jazz get Vanderbilt and picks. I don't know if these are the exact players the Mavs will send to LA, but signs point to something very close. More info dropping soon.
Okay. So with Bovada, who I have learned from personal experience, from friends, never doubt their odds, or like they have the odds for a reason,
Right.
Like, these things don't just pop up for fun. There's typically, if Vegas is putting odds on it, like you feel pretty good about that. Now they missed on the Stars head coaching search. They had Manny Malhotra, I think.
I believe so.
And like that, he wasn't even really considered. I'm just trying to think of other odds I've seen recently from them that, were kind of way off. But I mean, NBA Central and not Centel tweeting this is, and this was 8 minutes ago as we record this. So this is kind of in real time. And he just say, I don't know if you read this probably when he says, "Keep doubting me. The information backs me up."
That's always okay. He's doubling down.
So he's doubling down. He's letting them hang. He's letting people know, like, hey, I know what I'm talking about. That would be interesting. I
still don't totally believe it, and frankly, I love the Mavs as they're constructed. And
I do too.
I do worry, though, obviously, about injuries of, Kyrie's out for at least a chunk of the season. AD, you never totally know with him. Cooper Flag, we don't know yet what he is. And then LeBron, like, look, he's a man. He's 40.
He is 40.
Where, love him, but at some point, the Magic's going to run out of him, too, of, his longevity and all that, where it's one of those, I guess, very high ceiling and very high risk, high reward.
Right. Sure. And I saw a second ago from Slightly Biased on X, Twitter, whatever. He tweeted, he said the Dallas Mavericks are not trading for LeBron James. So you've got people kind of dug in on each side. I mean, I agree with you. I love the way that the Mavericks are currently constructed. I saw how, Kevin Gray on Twitter, I guess like a week ago or so now, was mentioning how a lot of teams are gearing up to deal with the front court depth of the Mavericks, not the Thunder.
Right.
And you saw corresponding moves all over. You saw the Nuggets go get Valanciunas. The other deals right now are just kind of eluding my brain because I wasn't expecting to talk about this right now. But I agree with you where it's like, it's LeBron James, which
I was
going to
say, how
crazy.
It would be tough to turn that down.
Yeah, and
I'd cheer for him. I'd be happy to have him on the squad. And, it's just, I don't know how to feel about it overall because it just, first off, it hasn't officially happened yet.
Right.
We don't know if it will, at least as of the time of this recording. And it just feels like you're potentially giving up so much to get him. Like, that's the one problem with most of these big-ass trades is, like, you get the one huge player, but then you've given up your depth.
And, like, a lot of your future, too. Like,
right.
The Mavericks...
it's a win-now move, which I respect.
Sure.
And, frankly, Nico Harrison has kind of mentioned that, he's on more or less a 3 to 5 year plan and trying to win in that time frame. And, so I can see him, especially with the core that he's got. Again, with AD and Kyrie, you're not probably planning super far into the future, although I think to play both sides, now that you got Cooper Flagg, who's 18, you do maybe feel like you got a little more room to work with. So I don't know, man.
So, and let me just kind of rewind for a second and add...
let
me add some fuel to the fire here because they did just hire Phil Handy to join the Mavericks coaching staff.
Yes.
And he has worked with LeBron James very closely.
Mm-hmm.
LeBron, Kyrie Irving, and Kawhi Leonard. And then you also think about the fact they brought in D'Angelo Russell, who played with LeBron a lot. And I feel like they're pretty good friends.
They seem to be.
And Kyrie and LeBron are like best friends.
Right.
Like that was the whole thing when the Mavericks traded for Kyrie. The Lakers, I believe, were like the other big
They were definitely a possibility.
Suitor.
Yeah.
And even before Kyrie signed his extension here, anytime LeBron and Kyrie would link up, it was always he's tampering. He's trying to get Kyrie to join him in LA. He's trying to get Kyrie to join him in LA.
Right.
And now you think about AD's on the Mavericks, Kyrie.
Frank Vogel.
He
just got brought on as the assistant coach, right?
Yes. I'm glad you brought that up. I forgot. Like, he coached the team when they won the championship in 2020.
Yeah, and as far as we know, he and LeBron got along.
Yes,
like,
very
it
well.
sounds like maybe he kind of wore out his welcome or something was kind of weird with his departure, but I feel like it was more like him and Rob Pelinka, maybe.
Yeah, I don't think it had anything to do with LeBron. I think it was, and I think
philosophy or something like that.
And then they went and brought in Darvin Ham, which we all saw how that went. But I mean, we'll continue to watch this during the show, just in case something were to break today or there was any more information. But what we started the show with as like just a hypothetical, like a crazy one.
Yeah.
In my opinion, what I'd heard or what I'd thought was he just opted into his $50 million player option. Why would the Mavericks trade for that? Why wouldn't you wait and hold out for a potential buyout situation and then say, hey, join our squad?
Yeah.
You just got your $50 million from the Lakers. You can join our squad on a little something a little more modest, for an NBA player. And then you add him to this whole lineup as opposed to, having to give up Klay and PJ. I would hate to see PJ go for sure. I mean, I love Klay. His time here, his first season, he's been great. He was a lot of fun to watch. But, for me, watching PJ get traded and the stand-on business and, just kind of that attitude that he brought, the defensive prowess, the rebounding, the clutch threes even. that would just, to me, be a lot to give up. I mean, I guess not in a LeBron trade, but just me personally, I would just really miss PJ as a Dallas Maverick.
Absolutely.
So we'll see what happens here. Hopefully, I mean, I guess we'll have more information definitely for next week's show.
I would imagine.
So that is very, very interesting. The LeBron to Mavs thing seems to just keep gaining steam, and it's not just Winnie Goat 7 here that seems to be fueling the rumors anymore. And while we're on the topic, we'll actually just go ahead and talk Klay Thompson too, because he made an acquisition recently.
Yeah, and that seems to be official.
Yes, he has acquired Megan Thee Stallion. Sorry, you got to say that second.
Oh, I'm sorry, I didn't know that.
Megan Thee Stallion. They're now dating. And it seems like they're trying to keep it private, but it's not going very well. There was a picture of Megan Thee Stallion at the pool. And in the far left in the back corner, you can quite obviously see Klay Thompson with his legs kicked up.
And it's
chilling.
definitely someone that looks like Klay Thompson. It could be that guy that shows up to the Warriors games.
That's true. It could
which
be.
Would be hilarious.
He shows up to Meg Thee Stallion's house in his Klay jersey and everything.
I'm Klay Thompson.
Hey, it's me, Klay. I like to shoot threes, and I would like to date you. And she's like, all right, come on in.
Okay, cool. Klay Thompson. I didn't expect you here.
There was a video of her unwrapping the Labubus. You seen those
Oh
things?
my gosh. Yes, I am very aware of Labubus.
Okay, what's your awareness level of this?
My fiance Darcy and her son Granger have become obsessed with Labubus.
No.
It's like the latest trend, and they're basically like, oh gosh, they're like little.
They're like demon dolls.
Demon dolls, essentially. Like
they have like chain. Or do they come with chains?
They come with a chain on them. That Darcy's got one that she attaches to her water bottle, and it's like a blind box item. So like you order them from this company called Pop Mart. Okay. They make all sorts of toys and stuff like that.
Do they make the Funkos too, or the you know what I'm talking about?
I know what you're talking about. I don't totally know, but I know that it's a lot of anime inspired and Japanese style cartoons and stuff like that. And they become an obsession of a lot of people the last few weeks, really.
Yeah.
Like they blew up. They're like the new Beanie Babies.
Right.
And so people are going onto the Pop Mart website. There's countdowns to a new release and all this. And it's if you don't time it right, then you're kicked out. And,
really?
It's one of those, refresh the page and hope that you get it type of things. And I feel like the craze is kind of slowing down already.
Yeah.
But yes, Darcy is definitely still into them. And
so how many have they got?
I believe we're up to 5 now.
5?
Yeah.
Aren't they okay, so I heard they had a shortage in Dallas, and so there was a bar that was selling them for $80.
Yeah, and thankfully I think Darcy's been able to get deals where they're mostly around 30.
Oh, okay, that's nice.
Because she really, tries to do it right, tries to, get the correct things, and generally Pop Mart seems to be pretty reputable about, they don't really jack up the prices. It's mostly resellers that are jacking up the price, to my understanding.
Right, and that's the case.
And this might
Dallas.
be just what she's telling me to, not have me worry about if we're going to make rent in a couple weeks.
It's like I saw this meme the other day about some guy was asking about the Ulta charge on his credit card, and his wife was like, "Oh yeah, it's for the utilities," and he was like, "Oh okay."
Yeah.
It's short for utilities. Like, all right, cool, thank you.
Oh my gosh. So yeah, it's definitely been the first few nights especially, I was working during the day and then coming home from a Rangers game, the first few nights that this was all going on. So Darcy had this time to herself where, she's usually very productive. She'll find something to do around the house or whatever. And instead, I'm getting all these updates about how, she's trying to get a Labubu and she got one and, but she doesn't know which one it is or which color it is. There's I think 8 different colors.
Oh,
and,
really?
And all that. And so I'm just babe, if it makes you happy, it makes me happy.
That's a great.
I've learned that at least.
That is a great
whether I mean
perspective.
it or not.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't understand it. I just saw them all over the place, and people attach them to their purses or their water bottles.
I was gonna say, I was kind of wondering if you had heard about the trend or not. Like, I wasn't sure if that was a part of your household. Or anything,
no. Fortunately, I've avoided having to purchase a Labubu.
Yes.
Which I'm very thankful for. I mean, I guess it wouldn't be that big of a deal, but I just don't. For stuff like that, I'm like, okay, so what happens in 3 months when nobody cares about Labubus anymore?
Right.
And it's a tutu or something, like. And how do we figure out what the next thing is? Because like the True Brand upside down hat, the Labubus, like if you just get the right idea at the right time.
Yeah, it takes off like wildfire, and then it kind of fades, just like a lot of trends do.
And then you can afford to date Megan Thee Stallion.
There you go.
Maybe, and that's so. Bring us back to the.
Yeah, I'm sorry. I don't even know how we got talking about that.
No, I'm glad because it was because she was unwrapping Labubus that I guess Klay got for her.
Okay.
And then you could like see somebody behind her, like just sitting there, like I don't know, like maybe she was sitting in his lap or something and unboxing it because my man's got me a Labubu box and I'm gonna open them and everybody can see what I got. And then they took it down because people started to figure out that they thought it was Klay.
Oh.
So, like, to me, I'm like, at this point, we all know you're together. Can you just, like, acknowledge it? And like,
right, but they're soft launching right now.
They are soft launching, and apparently that's important in this day and age of dating. They may find themselves in a situation room with a bunch of Labubus, and Joe Mazzulla, our king on this podcast, has suggested a business for them where you can, instead of going into an escape room, you can go into a situation room. And maybe this is the next big idea.
Maybe.
Watch anything like when we have any downtime right now?
So I try to watch. So during the playoffs, I was watching the Bin Laden documentary.
I watched that too. That was pretty
Man,
crazy.
I mean, they should. So you know how they have like, have what's that thing called? Where you like escape rooms?
Yeah.
They should have. We should start a business where you have like situation rooms, and like you can sign up and go in and like reenact different things. Like, hey, what are you doing tonight? We're going to grab dinner, and then we're going to go reenact the Bin Laden raid.
That'd be a sick first date idea.
You know what I mean? Like I think the escape room's just the beginning.
Yeah.
It's like, hey, what are you doing tonight?
So I would go to the situation room and do the Bin Laden raid first and then eat dinner. Like that could catch up to you depending on what you eat. Very true. You go and you try to pull that off after you just ate some steak and shrimp.
Yeah, probably do that first.
Yeah, you're going to have a different situation on your hands. But I do like the idea of
like
a situation room.
Situation room.
Like you like live through this. So I watched this there's a movie on I think Peacock right now, and it's about I forgot the name of it, One Last Breath. It's about the divers who went down, and they're saturation divers. And one of them gets like trapped down there, and they go on this crazy rescue mission. It's a true story. They showed like actual footage from the boat, and like I was watching the movie, and it's rare that this happens to me. And like I was holding my breath the whole time because it was just so. I mean, I think being underwater contributed to that. Yeah, it's like very like I don't know the right word for it.
Immersive.
But yes, yeah. I mean, it's very immersive, but also just like. I start panicking for even the actors. Like I'm typically can dissociate when I'm watching a movie, or I'm like, it's just a movie. Like,
but sometimes some of it's done well enough, or again immersively enough, or something where it just grabs you. Like you can see 100 movies that have some sort of violence,
right?
Not think a thing about it, and then all of a sudden there's
Wick.
Yes,
yeah.
And then all of a sudden one scene happens, you're like,
yeah.
Like, you can't totally explain it. It just gets you.
Well, I think what contributed to that feeling to me was the fact that I didn't know anything about this movie, and this was back in like 2012, I think, that this happened, and I didn't know how it was going to end. Like I didn't know what happened the first time, so just knowing that this actually happened to somebody. I mean, obviously it was probably maybe a little bit exaggerated or whatever for the screen, but like just knowing that somebody went through that like contributed to that. So, I think. A situation room would be pretty cool.
Absolutely.
And just knowing that you're in this situation and you're okay.
Like, yeah, you're gonna be fine. But you're probably still gonna stress like it's actually happening.
Right. Yeah. I mean, because like an escape room. Have you done an escape room before?
I have not.
Okay, I've done it one time, and it was fun. It was cool. Mm-hmm. But there is like, you're competing against other people's times, and then also you just want to get out of there. Like, it's kind of weird being trapped in this little room with even like 5 or 6 of your friends. It's just kind of weird. Like,
yeah, you go into like survival mode or something.
yeah,
probably.
kind of. Yeah. So maybe we need to start the Situation Room.
Let's do it. Let's contact Joe and get it going.
Maybe we can we'll decorate the Situation Room with some Labubus, and then maybe we can get Klay Thompson and Megan Thee Stallion there, and then everybody else is gonna love the idea, and then we'll be richer.
I love it. Richer, not rich.
Not rich.
We're already
richer. Yes. And now we have a poster dunk that just sent the SportsCenter crew off the rails.
Yes, you'll have to see the poster that happens in this, because it is. I feel bad for this Noah Senge.
Uh-huh.
He gets dunked on by Johnny Furphy, which sounds like a fake name.
It sounds like a Furby.
And yeah, another trend.
A Labubu,
yeah.
kind of.
So he gets dunked on by a Labubu, and the SportsCenter crew cannot hold it in because whoever put together the montage held on the poster part of the dunk for a while.
Okay.
And it messes up their attempt at getting into the next thing that they were going to talk about.
We'll see SportsCenter tonight with that one.
Oh yeah.
Like, that dude is going to be mean.
That's a meme.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
You can hear them trying to.
Is that real?
Wait, that's not real, right?
I'm sorry. Oh, wait, I gotta continue.
They're still trying
That was
to.
rough.
Okay, the wings in the sky. The Visa Collier is leading the league
Did not come in.
with 9:25. He looked unwell. First
He looked
quarter.
unwell.
3 minutes left. The Lynx up 2, make it 5. Oh, the Visa Collier connected on that 3. Angel Reese also in this game. This is hard to
Yeah,
do
she
right now.
recovers well enough, but like, I love when people can't keep it together.
Me too.
And especially when it's like a TV or something like that, where you know that the director's like, okay, guys, like, quit laughing, even though it's kind of their fault for
Right.
holding on that shot
Yeah.
for too long. And you feel bad for the guy that gets dunked on. Like, he's probably a rookie just getting into the league.
Yeah.
And that's what he's going to be known for. Like, pretty much no matter what he does, he could be the next LeBron.
Yeah.
And it's still going to be, the guy that got postered,
Right.
you know, and especially with SportsCenter, like, even as much as, the shine maybe not fully there for SportsCenter anymore, it's still SportsCenter.
I mean, people still watch.
People still watch.
and
People
you,
still at least see clips.
right, and you rarely see SportsCenter anchors lose their
Yeah.
mind like that.
Like-
Like, you rarely see them. Like, they're very professional. They,
Right. Even with the funny stuff, like,
Right.
I can think about back as a kid, there was like Charlie Steiner, who now does like play-by-play for the LA Dodgers
Yeah.
radio, I believe. He used to have these crazy laughing fits. Like, one of them was, who did the sprinter that did the really bad national, Ben Johnson? No, Carl Lewis.
Oh yeah.
And like, he couldn't stop laughing and said that, that was actually done by Francis Scott off key.
Yeah.
Yeah. But like, generally, yeah, SportsCenter, even when they're having fun, they don't break like that.
Right.
Like Saturday Night Live, like Jimmy Fallon used to break a lot, and it got to the point of probably being annoying for a lot of people.
And like,
But like, when it's something like that where that that's genuine, and
yeah.
like, they must have not, they probably didn't even, see the highlight before.
No, they just
you
know
know,
their
they were
script.
given the script,
Like, yeah,
and
they just get the script and they
All of a
just,
sudden, it's holding on to this guy with his eyes bugging out, like, oh no. and
Yeah. He's gonna be memed for sure.
he's gonna have to live with that for a while.
Yeah, I love it when stuff like that happens on a very serious sports network
Yes.
like that, or like a very serious network. It's just, it's like, hey, it's okay to loosen up a little bit, but
Right.
that's just organic stuff. It's not the Jimmy Fallon overlap.
Yeah,
and
like,
the-
oh, tee
Yeah,
aren't I so
yeah.
cute?
yeah, somebody who's always genuine and the golden child and now the golden man of Dallas, Fort Worth, our very own Dirk Nowitzki. And he's got this clip here talking about how he got into basketball. I believe this is like kind of there's a documentary or something that came out with him and Nash involved with it, right? Is this about it? I think this is leading up to them being on the Amazon Prime broadcast together, and I just thought this was really cool to hear from Dirk.
Look at that. You know, my life from that little kid in Würzburg all of a sudden had changed, and I wasn't sure whether my body and my skill level was ready for the NBA yet. As a German, I was always more negative. I was never really thinking that I could do this. I grew up in a middle-class family, and I was a long, lanky, awkward kid. I loved tennis growing up, but when I was playing tennis, some guys were like half of my size, and everybody asked me, how's the air up there, or how's the weather? It wasn't fun being that tall growing up, to be honest. My cousin started to play basketball in a club, and he said, why don't you come along, you're tall. And I went for my first practice, and that was it. I was hooked.
Just because he's tall. And I know that's how it worked for a lot of NBA players, I would imagine. Like, hey, you're 3
tall,
feet taller
dude.
than every other kid. Like,
Have
maybe
you
you should try basketball.
Yeah, have you tried basketball yet?
And he did, and it worked out pretty well.
Oh my God, yeah, did it ever? And shout out to whoever brought him over to his first basketball camp and got him hooked, because we were all, and especially in the Dallas-Fort Worth and in the world, we're better for it.
No,
Could you imagine not knowing who Dirk was?
No.
Right? I can't.
Yeah.
He's a pillar.
He's absolutely a pillar.
He is the American Airlines Center. You know, like
got a statue.
Him
and Mikey Mo. Like, you can't tell the story of the Dallas Mavericks without Dirk now.
Nope, never can. Even if it involves LeBron James.
Yes.
No matter what the story is, it always goes back to Dirk. And now we go to the Nashville Predators, who have gone viral for the wrong reason. As their team merchandise is worded, and it says "Preds in the community," which you've got to wonder how nobody thought that wearing a Preds in the community shirt might not be the best look for their franchise.
To be fair, I get the feeling that they thought, hey, we probably don't want to put Predators in the community. So someone said, what if we just go with our nickname, the Preds, and everyone will think, oh, yeah, we got the logo on there. It's for the hockey team. There's no issues here.
Well, I just, I can see how, Predators in the community would be much worse, but Preds,
it's not better.
It's not better at all.
And I don't know, I feel like they're kind of boxed in with that name of, how can you, look, it's Stars in the community. It's,
that
Red
sounds
Wings
way
in the community.
better.
Oh, it absolutely does.
Stars in the community. We're doing work out there, and then Preds in the community.
But
maybe stay out of the community.
Yeah.
Maybe just stay at home. Don't just leave the community alone.
Leave the shirts alone.
We
don't come up
need
with
you.
gear. Just like, hey, the Nashville Predators players are coming out to do stuff. We're not going to put it on a shirt.
Yeah.
Unless it's just like the logo or something like that. But yeah, that's very unfortunate and golly.
Like you can't thumbs up with
like,
wearing
hey.
a Preds in the, here we are. We're out here in the community.
We're not hiding.
Nope, we're out here in the community.
Yeah, you will see us.
You will see us. And this little the quote or the rawr. Is that their hand signal?
I guess. Hey, it's college teams rawr.
Yeah, I don't know. That doesn't help at all.
It's very unfortunate, and like I said, I think just by virtue of the team name, they're kind of boxed in on what they can really do if they, maybe whoever they did that for, was like, hey, normally, can we get a shirt for this cause, and we can sell those and make some money, and
this was probably a free giveaway for all the kids and stuff who came out to volunteer.
Yeah,
and then they're forced to take pictures in a very damning shirt.
It's not ideal. It's not what you want.
Nope. And good luck to all the people in the pictures
Man.
out there after this.
I'm gonna while you set up this next thing, I'm going to do a quick eBay search.
Okay. Well, the Predators were boxed in, and we've got a former NHL player boxing on the golf course here as Nick Tarnasky hit the golf course, and basically the wrong person ran his mouth and shortly found out that maybe this person, it wasn't his first fight.
You guys need to get off the golf course. Yeah, we will, man. No, now. Like, pack up, go now. Get in your car and go.
I don't know what you're doing. You're not scaring anybody. You're just making yourself.
Hey, man. Come on, man. Hey.
Oh.
Hey.
Off to a good start, buddy. I fucking told you.
Oh. Man, leave him alone. You want another? You want one too? Came at me. Leave him alone, man. I got it all on record. I got it all on record.
Oh.
Grabs him by the shirt, like
Fucking go, guys.
Like his jersey, pulled his
Yeah.
jersey over his head.
Happy Gilmore.
Yep.
Whoa.
This is Happy Gilmore.
Bam.
Yeah.
Enough! Are you still cheering on you? Enough! Get out! Hey.
God. Like, that is not a small dude that he threw.
No. And he threw him far. He slid.
Yeah.
No, it's not going to go well for
It's not okay.
Take him home or get him fucking out of here. Fucking get moving! I said stop looking like an idiot!
Get out of here.
Man.
And I do want to show this because one more time, because I think I talked over it. I like how he pronounces bang, bang,
Yes.
bang when he punches him.
Bang! Bang! Come on, man. Bang!
I'm not trying to get in there.
Like, dude.
So
there was
there's a lot
definitely
happening there.
beers and Fireball probably involved in this.
Yes. I do not think anybody involved in that, in front of or behind that camera phone, is sober.
And you know what? They may have to go do some community work after this one.
Yes. And by the way, if you want a Preds in the Community shirt, you can get one on eBay for about $30.
They're $30.
Not as expensive as I thought they would be.
Yeah, like what did the Tetas stuff go for on
I mean, those
eBay?
were going up for like 100 or more at one
Right.
point.
That was
Then people started making their own, and started to become like $20 again and stuff like that. And then the market got saturated. It was
Yeah.
like Labubus for a time.
that'll happen.
Tetas and Labubus.
Tetas and Labubus.
All right, I'm putting that as our title.
Now we've got an NFL player an NFL player who just found out that he's brothers with other NFL players.
Yes, 2 NFL players are his brothers, and he found out after he retired, I believe.
Went to the University of Toledo, and I came in with a rookie running back named Jalen Parmalee. He's from Midland, Michigan.
Is he related to
Bernie Parmalee?
Not related to Bernie Parmalee.
But I believe they were both Dolphins.
But he was drafted by the Miami Dolphins after our senior year. This guy was a freak specimen. I'm talking about 6'1", 230 pounds. He ran a 4.3. He vertical jumped 43 inches. He did not have an ounce of fat on him. Like when we would be in the light, it was like, yo, that dude looks different than the rest of us. Okay, he comes into his own. He has a really good junior and senior year, and he becomes a 6th round pick. Well, he had these tattoos on his arm that said Florida-born, Michigan-raised. He was adopted, and we would always joke with him like, Jalen, you were in Florida for 2 days. Like you're not really from there. You're from Michigan. But he didn't know his birth family. All right.
Wait a second.
Fast forward.
He didn't know his birth family.
He didn't know
Maybe
his-
it is Bernie Parmalee.
He didn't know his birth family. Okay. Fast forward, okay? So a couple years ago, he calls me, and he's like, Hawk, how you doing? I'm like, I'm good. We actually played together in Cleveland, which was really cool. He calls me a couple years ago, and he's like, yo, Hawk, how you doing? I'm like, I'm good, man. Haven't heard from you. How you been? I'm good. I found my birth family. I'm like, dude, congratulations, man. That's awesome. I believe his adopted family, they were sick. Something happened where he wanted to get information about his medical history. And so I think maybe on Ancestry.com. Anyway, he found an uncle, found his birth family. He's like, yeah, I met them. I'm going to meet him for the first time next week. I'm like, that's awesome, bro. Like, what is it? What are they like? He's like, I look just like my dad. And 2 of my brothers, he has 3 brothers, 2 of them are in the NFL. And I'm like, what? That's crazy. He said, yeah, Khalil Mack is my brother.
That's better than being related to Bernie Parmalee.
Same mom, same dad. And Khalil Mack was his brother. You talk about crazy NFL stories.
Damn.
Isn't that insane?
That is insane, and it makes sense, like, with him being so ripped. I mean, Khalil Mack, same thing.
They're a strong
like,
family.
They're a very strong family.
Dude, like, how weird must that be?
Yeah, that. Like, by the way, hey, we're brothers, you know. Like,
Yeah, and it's like, as they said, same mom and same dad. It wasn't like a situation of like a step,
right?
Or half, I should say.
Right.
It's like, no, this is our mom and dad, and then be like, yeah, 3 of our kids played in the NFL, and we just met one of them.
Yeah, that is insane. That is insane. We're going to get back to some fun stories here in just a second, but in the meantime, I want to remind you that YDC and Sunset Lounge will be at the Frisco Rough Riders Thirsty Thursday games all season. You'll spot us in the lazy river, sitting in the stands, maybe just wandering in the crowd. Take advantage of our promo code and a preloaded ticket with $6 towards your first Thirsty Thursday drink, or you can use it at concessions if you'd prefer that. Go to ridersbaseball.com/specials and use code LET'SRIDE25. Quench your thirst on Thirsty Thursdays with YDC and the Sunset Lounge. And what if you could free yourself of pain, anxiety, and sleepless nights, and do it naturally? CBD House of Healing only carries products from their lab, made to meet the highest quality and purity standards. Find your relief from the aches and pains, the emotional stress and drain, and sleep again. Shop online, cbddallas.com, or in person, and grab a delicious slushie at 8550 Plano Road, Suite 101, Dallas. Begin your healing at the House of Healing.
Hell yeah.
And Cal Raleigh might be healing today from the home run derby.
Yeah.
I don't know, maybe if he swung too many times, but he is the home run derby champ. And I saw this today. It's pretty cool. But back in 2005, there's video of him proclaiming himself as the home run derby champ.
Stay in the pamper weapon champ. I'm the home run derby champ.
The Big Dumper is your home run derby champion for 2025.
That's really cool.
I love full circle moments and
Yeah.
stuff like that where it's like, I was watching this thing recently, even stuff like watching musical artists play like their hit song for the first time in front of barely anybody. We showed some clips of that
the
a few
Killers,
episodes.
yeah.
Yeah. I saw some other ones yesterday.
Yeah, I
that
saw
were-
like Mumford & Sons
Yeah.
playing like The Cave or something like
yeah,
that.
yeah. I saw that one. I saw there was Kendrick Lamar playing or performing Money Trees at a Best Buy.
I've seen Rage Against the Machine play in front of like, what is it, UC Santa Barbara or something? Like
Yeah.
college campus. Just
Yeah, I love stuff like that.
Yeah.
And then stuff like this, like calling yourself the home run derby champ. Because, I mean, all kids, when you're playing baseball, basketball, soccer, whatever sport you're into, you have those big dreams. Like,
yeah, dreaming about home run derby, win the World Series, being, getting either striking out the final batter to, win it, or hitting the game-winning home run,
I used
all
to,
that.
Yeah, like I used to, like, when I'd practice basketball in my backyard, I used to, like, count down the fake timer to hit the game-winning shot, just like little stuff like that. So that's really cool to see that, everything go full circle for him, and, him go out and win the whole dang thing. And now we've got something that I relate to very closely, as this is a minor league game, and a balk is caused by Mother Nature.
A huge crash of lightning as Contreras kicked, and it's a balk.
Wow. They're going to call that a balk, and everybody jumped.
Mother Nature gives Jacksonville a run. It's 2-1, and Norfolk is arguing the call, but I don't know how you can argue that. Unfortunately,
it's unfortunate timing. I don't think I've ever seen that before.
Wow. I mean, that was a humongous roll of thunder, as if Zeus was throwing a thunderbolt in the vicinity of this ballpark.
Siren's
and the
crazy.
entire ballpark jumped up. In fact, some fans are not even waiting. They're going to go for cover right now, even though it's not raining. So,
look, I understand why Tim Fedorovich is upset. Unfortunately, it is a rule. It is a ball.
Yeah, so I see what you're putting in, and I'm so glad that you did that, because I was at this game.
Really?
Yeah, so I can't wait to tell you the story, because this is insane, dude. Like, so I have had a lot of different times in my life where I've been very close to lightning strikes. Like 6+ times where lightning has struck around me. So I'm very scared. Like,
You're very conducive, apparently.
Apparently, I don't know what it is. Like, I had a percussion camp that I was in, and I was moving equipment to underneath an awning, and like lightning struck the awning that we were under. I was at a baseball camp at Plano Senior High School when I was a kid, and we were in the dugout waiting for the rain and the storm to go by, and our dugout was struck, like the pole right outside.
Dude.
There was a pool party I was at that lightning struck right outside while I was running inside. Like, there have been enough close calls where I do not mess with lightning. Like, I am scared of lightning because it's been just too close to me. Well,
yeah.
This game here where this thunder clears the field, I was at this Rangers game with my dad, my uncle, and my cousin Kevin. My uncle David and my cousin Kevin and my dad. We were sitting there, and I'll tell my side of the story, but this was absolutely insane and one of the scariest things I've ever been a part of.
Talking to the
Did the broadcast
Yeah,
go
I forgot
out?
it knocked the broadcast for
That
a moment.
The players are coming off the field whether they want them to or not.
So, and here in a second, I think it'll show, but like Mike Napoli, I believe, was at first base, and he just dropped like into like the push-up position.
Yeah, I know Napoli was catching, so he ran right for the dugout.
Okay.
I think it was Moreland, maybe?
Was it Moreland?
Jerry's going to hide.
Oh, was that maybe profile? I
Okay.
can't see.
Somebody, I remember somebody
but yeah.
dropping to.
Yeah.
Yeah, so there's Napoli telling the story like, holy crap.
You hear some rumblings.
I think we almost just got struck by lightning.
Yeah.
That just came out of nowhere. Yeah. They're talking about it now.
Yeah, that's going to be a topic of conversation for a while.
Oh, Michael Young at first base.
guarantee
I'm sorry.
Michael went back a lot.
Yeah, he's wearing the
Oh,
mitt.
yeah. So,
okay, so yeah, dude, like you were there.
So, yeah, and me and we were sitting behind home plate, like kind of like right below where at the old field where the broadcasters are.
Yeah,
we were
yeah.
right below them. And so we were sitting there, and this was after the baseball thing had happened to me, where you hear the thunder or the lightning right before. Like, you can
Yeah.
hear it. And so we were sitting there, and like they said, like, it came out of nowhere. Like, it was a little overcast, I remember. It was a little bit humid. It was a little hot, but, like,
Nothing
there was
to
no
indicate
rain.
that.
There was nothing to indicate that this was about to happen. So we're sitting there, and, you know, like, just how as that play was unfolding, we're just watching the game, and all of a sudden I just hear this, like, little hissing. Like, it's like, and it gets stronger and stronger and stronger, and then it just goes boom, and it's like it struck right behind us, like one of the poles that they have for that purpose. Like,
yeah,
there's like lightning poles that they keep around the ballpark for instances like that. That's going to be what attracts the lightning. And so I just remember that loud crack happening, and then kind of looking around like a little bit stunned. I think Alfonso Soriano was on the team at the time, which is why Michael Young was at first base, because I had just bought a Soriano t-shirt, and I left it under my seat as I turned, and my dad's like, "Go, just go, get out of here, get out of here."
Dude.
So we ran off. Everybody runs under. This huge storm hits, and that was like one of the craziest things I've ever experienced. Like because it starts as like this just tiny little like hissing, like, or almost like, is my ear ringing? And then it just gets louder and louder, and then it just crescendos, and then just boom, like, and you feel it, like it's very like stunning.
I would imagine
to experience.
Holy crap, dude! I had no idea.
Yeah, so I do not mess with lightning at all. Like, I don't care if I'm running to a car in a rainstorm. Like, I am trying to get in cover or in my truck or home as soon as possible and out of, the elements.
I understand why, and yeah, like, at least Roy Oswald didn't get called for a balk.
That's
like, to his
true.
credit, like, he actually stepped off.
Yeah.
Like, but the fact that minor league game, they just called for a balk when everybody flinched. Like,
right,
that's not right. Like, Tim Fedorovich, the catcher, former Ranger, like, rightly was pissed off about it. Like, dude.
He's like, dude, what is he supposed to do?
Just say it was a no pitch.
Right.
Like, it's fine.
You don't need to call a balk on that. It's not
just,
that serious.
Like, we're probably about to have to stop playing anyway, because generally when lightning strikes, like, okay, we got to wait, was it 15, 30, 45 minutes before we
Yeah, I
get
think
back
it's
on the
30
field.
minutes
I think it's usually at
after-
least 30.
I think it's 30 minutes after each lightning strike within a certain distance of the field.
Right.
And I know that because I worked a lot of Rangers games and I got
Yes.
trapped by a lightning storm one time very late in the night.
Aw.
If you know the story, you know the story.
Oh, I believe I do. Yeah.
When I went
Was that
after
the game against the Yankees?
Yeah.
Yeah, that went till like 3 a.m.
Yeah, and I God, what's his name? The Joe Girardi.
Yeah.
I just went on a whole thing on Twitter about him all night while I was stuck at the radio station.
I remember that.
Um,
I remember I was just like in bed watching the game, but I kept seeing your tweets because I was just, I at that point was like, okay, I'm staying up to watch this because this is nuts.
Yeah. Yeah, it was, I've already done enough story time today. We can get into that one maybe another
Definitely.
time. But now we need to go travel to Baltimore where we have a very interesting national anthem.
Yes.
What the hell? Can't show the flag. What is happening?
All the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rockets rippling, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night.
What is this sound? There's so much reverb.
Star-spangled banner yet wave for the land of the free and the home of the brave.
Whew. So that
So did
guy's
he just
name
give
is,
up singing halfway through and just started talking? Because like it got very like it went from you could tell it was like okay, it's like kind of auto-tuned or whatever.
Yeah.
He's got a lot of effects on his voice, and then at the end it was just like rah rah rah. Like
Yeah, I don't
it
know if
was-
he got tired or, maybe lost some of the vocal effects he was going for. But yeah, that guy's name is Dan Deacon. He's apparently based out of Baltimore. Oddly enough, he's an electronica musician.
No way.
Yeah.
I would never have guessed that. Now, would he ever be able to beat the fridge? I'm not sure, but I'll let you, I guess, set this up.
So for a long time, the Braves have had a bit called Beat the Freeze, who the Freeze is, I believe, an Olympic runner, sprinter, that would just smoke the competition. The person going against him would get a head start and, like almost to like the other side of the field, of the warning track. And then he would just go and just still beat him by, 10, 15, 20 feet.
Yeah.
And so a similar concept now is with this guy called the Fridge, who is
Okay.
a larger dude, but oddly enough, the results are actually pretty similar to the Freeze.
Go. The fridge is off and running. He's building up momentum. The speed is killing us. 3, 2, 1. Here goes Quan. Uh-oh, Fridge. He looks pretty fast. Oh, yeah, there he goes. That's pretty. He's gone. Run, Fridge! Oh, Quan. Oh, Quan. Here comes the Fridge. Coming down to the finish line. Who's it going to be?
Oh.
Look at that.
The
Dang.
Fridge! Get that.
Like, that dude was booking it.
Oh, he was.
I know.
He was definitely sandbagging at the beginning.
Oh, yeah. Like, acting like he was already out of breath and
limping a little bit,
yeah,
I
it was
think.
a great bit, but
yeah.
that dude got hauling.
The Rangers could start a beat the freeze bit too.
Yeah.
And involve David Freeze somehow.
We don't need to talk about him.
We
Even
do
though we
need-
won the World Series, we still don't need to talk about him.
We do need to talk about
I was-
Mr. Met.
Yes.
And what he's got going on. As he had a bit of a let's see.
He made an appearance at a Lumineers concert at Citi Field.
And it didn't go very well.
No.
Drop the tambourine. All right, that's
Not a good
okay. Just
start.
recover. Just recover. It's all good. Play your tambourine. And whoop! Who? Where'd the stage go? I'm good. Let me just get up. Okay.
Poor guy.
I forgot about the Lumineers.
Yeah, like they're okay. Although I do have a Lumineers hoodie that I bought at a thrift store.
Oh, really?
Yeah, like I
Do
could
you
tell-
wear it?
I did when it was colder. 'Cause I think I actually told you guys like I was coming out of a pet store with my dogs, with my little Shiba Inu and my mini poodle,
Yeah.
and this dude looks at me as I'm walking with these two cute little dogs, and I'm wearing like a Lumineers hoodie and Snoopy Crocs actually, and the guy says, "Cute dogs, Crocker."
What?
Yeah. Which it was a very white thing that I was doing, just walking my cute little dogs and wearing a Lumineers hoodie, but that just made me
And
think
Snoopy
of that.
Crocs.
Yeah, like I was not looking very cool at that time. I fully acknowledge, but that just made me think of that.
I think you look cool all the time.
Thank you.
You're very welcome. One way not to look cool is to play shoot off fireworks when your opponent hits a home run at your stadium, and that's exactly what Angel Stadium did. As Eugenio Suarez hit his second home run of the game, and the Angel Stadium shot their fireworks off.
Yeah,
And he plays for the Diamondbacks.
Yeah, that's not ideal, and the Angels have kind of had a rough few years with just kind of everything going on with them, really.
Yeah.
Some stuff with their players.
Yeah.
and
Losing Ohtani.
drugs and losing Ohtani and
Wasting Mike Trout.
and just not necessarily putting together the best team that money can buy. And yeah, that just feels like such an Angels thing to do.
Yeah, that is very Angels of them. And it's so bad for them that I don't even like. I used to hate them back in the early 2000s
Yeah.
when they were so good, and like now I don't even like really care about them.
Yeah, or maybe feel a little sorry for them.
I do feel kind of sorry for them actually. Yeah,
especially with Wash managing them. Even though even he now is like out for the season.
I was
'cause
about to
he's
say, didn't he step
yeah,
away?
he's not doing he's doing okay, but not well enough to manage every day.
Yeah.
So yeah, it's been a tough time for the Angels for a little while.
Well, speaking of spending money, Gen Z has gotten tripped up here by a very common dining term. If you see MKT on a menu, that means it's market price. So,
right.
Whatever the price is of, you typically see it on like a lot of seafood, right? Like oysters,
Yeah.
lobster,
Sometimes steaks, but
Steaks
generally,
sometimes, but
kind of the catch of the day type of thing.
Yeah. Well, apparently there's a few Gen Zers who went to have dinner at Moonrakers, and basically they didn't know what MKT stood for, and they had stunned expressions at a $159.14 bill, which, first of all, if you don't know what market price is, this could have turned out a lot worse than
Oh my gosh, it
$159.14. So I'm already not really on their side here, but basically they racked up what they called a hefty tab that included two 12-ounce New York strip steaks for $52, a $28 baby kale Caesar salad, which that is insane. And they added $11, or for $11 they added grilled chicken to that salad. So that's a $39 salad. And then a $10 kids grilled cheese and a $3 Sprite. So basically they came out to $145. They had the credit card surcharge and then sales tax. And then hopefully they tipped. But this is what crazy is. They thought that their price was going to be like $20 to $30.
Yeah, they thought it meant marked down. Which I don't know where they got the D instead of the T, but
it was that wishful thinking, and
it has to be.
If you don't know what it means, why don't you just ask your waiter or waitress or your server? Like, why don't you just ask, hey, what does MKT mean?
Yeah.
That's not a number. And then they could tell you, oh, it's the market price.
Right.
It's whatever it's going for these days.
And as the article says, if you have to ask, you probably can't afford it.
Yes.
Which, it's
that's a very common bar term where it's like if you have to
Yeah.
ask how much a drink is, you probably shouldn't be there.
Right.
You should probably be
Or, just look for something that you know the price of. And,
right. See,
Yeah.
find the $3 PBR that they're doing a
Yeah.
special on that night.
But man,
Well, and don't worry, their grandpa ended up paying for it, which
Aw.
they said was so sweet of him. Which was, but also like they had 3 people, $160, like
yeah, and
$53 for
as they say, yeah.
for dinner at a steak spot is not bad. I mean, you should blame your friend who got that stupid ass
Yeah.
salad.
Oh, I was gonna say $28 for a salad, as this says, is diabolical.
39 though with the grilled chicken. It was $11 to add grilled chicken to it.
Man,
So they got a steak for $52 or whatever, or
which that is not a bad price.
no,
for a
not
steak.
at all. Yeah, so the steaks were $52, and then your friend ordered the salad with chicken, and it cost $39. Just get the steak,
Right.
because you're clearly not vegetarian or vegan because you added chicken to
Yeah.
it. So just get the steak.
Get the damn steak.
You're at the steakhouse. Get
Yeah.
the steak. You did it to yourself. I try to like Gen Z, but it's just not going very well.
At least in this specific instance.
Especially
we
in
love
this-
all the rest of Gen Z, especially if they are willing to subscribe and watch our show
That
in
is
whatever
true.
way on Patreon or YouTube or wherever they can find
This
us.
is actually our show is very conducive to Gen Z, you know?
We're very
We
hip.
show a lot of stuff. We post everything on TikTok
Mhm.
and Instagram, and we just do fun stories.
Damn right.
And speaking of fun stories, we've got a fantasy football payoff. These are always a lot of fun. And this guy lost his league, so his punishment was to take 7 consecutive flights around the country over 2 straight days.
Jeez.
Which that is a beating.
That's
like,
brutal.
I mean, I guess the positive to that, if you're looking for the positive, is you don't have to bring like a suitcase or a carry-on.
I guess not.
I mean, I would just bring like a backpack for like my toothbrush and toothpaste and
Yeah.
deodorant and
Maybe
stuff.
try to do the like cheap bath in the the sink.
Yeah,
Something
yeah.
like that. Just
maybe bring like some extra pair of underwear or something.
Yeah.
But still, that would be pretty brutal.
Hmm.
And for context, he commented here and he said that he raised over $1,000 for charity with this stunt, which was more than double the total cost of the flights. And the league split the cost of the flights, which was really 3 purchases with 4 separate layovers included to get to 7 total flights. So I'm assuming he was getting some hate for like, hey, this is a typical rich people punishment. And it's like, no, like really
Yeah.
wasn't that. It
for
actually was-
charity, everybody kind of split it.
yeah, so
They paid market price though for those tickets.
They did. They did pay market price, but you can sometimes find marked down prices on flights.
Indeed,
you can. And if you want to take a flight to Vegas soon, because if you were excited that you heard Uno was going to be a table game there, I have bad news for you. That is false information.
And
which I was actually really excited. Like I was thinking about, I'm like, how do you gamble? I mean, I know how you gamble. Like whoever wins the Uno game wins the money, I guess. And then you start thinking about, well, you're gonna get in some fights. Like you give somebody a draw 4, or you hit them with a few draw 4s in a row. Like they're not gonna be very happy. And Uno addressed the situation about 13 hours ago as they say, hey, Uno fans, a rumor has come to our attention that there will be Uno tables on the casino floors in Las Vegas. Sounds wild, huh? We hate to be the bearers of bad news, but the casino floor isn't ready for us yet. We've been told that while they do have tight security, it's not robust enough for Uno at this time. This isn't a reverse card. While we get this sorted out, the Uno Social Club is rolling out to bars in Los Angeles, New York City, Chicago, Atlanta, and Austin this August. Stay wild, the Uno team. So are they not adding one in Vegas?
I guess not. So I'm curious where this came from, because I saw this multiple sources, multiple places that it was happening, but
so
I saw something on TV before I came over here, and they were saying that it was gonna be like a Uno experience type of thing.
Okay, and we're kind of seeing
like they were decorating with like bowling balls with all the different colors. They were gonna have,
yeah,
it wasn't like, because I saw the thing. I hate gambling. But when I saw, I was like, "Hey, I might become a gambler now."
Yeah.
with it being Uno.
Like,
But
I was
there
thinking-
like, it's just gonna be like kind of like
an experience,
VIP
like
experience type situation.
And so this information comes from Hood Ratchet TV on Instagram, which I follow. It's a very good source.
right up there with Dallas, Texas TV in terms of trustworthiness.
Yeah, no, it's got some good stuff. And basically it says it's not going to be there as a casino game, but instead, toy giant Mattel has launched Mattel has launched the first ever Uno Social Club, an immersive themed suite located at the Palms Casino Resort. So the suite features custom Uno themed decor, game tables, and interactive elements designed for social gatherings. Visitors can play friendly rounds of Uno in a vibrant, dedicated space, but they won't be wagering chips or cash on a reverse or wild draw 4 card, at least not yet. So that's pretty cool.
All right.
I'd go play Uno in Vegas.
Yeah, I was all excited. I was like the one card game I could know how to play.
Imagine going to Vegas and coming up with the theory, or not the theory, but the whole debate of do you stack or do you not stack? Do y'all know about that?
Yeah, so Uno says you can't play a draw 2 on another draw 2, right? So you have to play something else.
Lately, my kids have been like, oh, no, it's a thing. It's a rule. And, like, everywhere I go lately, all these family parties that we're going, oh, are we stacking or are we not stacking? I'm like, when did this actually become a thing? So I could have sworn Uno put out, like, a tweet or something saying, hey, it's not a thing.
No, I think they put out a tweet that said it was Hold on, let's see. Let's see. Uno officially confirms that stacking draw 2 or draw 4 cards is not allowed. Well, this is from AI Overview. So maybe find his Reader's Digest that says the same thing. You've been playing it wrong your whole life. So, yeah, here's a tweet from @RealUnoGame with a gold check mark, so it must be real. If someone puts down a +4 card, you must draw 4, and your turn is skipped. You can't put down a +2 to make the next person draw 6. We know you've tried it, but can you put down a draw 2 to make the next person draw 2?
Mm-mm.
So you can only draw one time, and then you have to either skip or play a number. Oh man, I have been playing. I don't think I'm as good at this game as I thought. I used to stack like crazy when I was a kid. All right.
Whenever we play at the house, the kids will grab like 3 draw 2s, like all different colors, and they'll put them down. It's like, oh, you got to draw 6 now. I'm like, no, I'm not.
Yeah.
I'm not drawing 6.
Yeah. That is a little ridiculous. I mean, are you playing one-on-one?
Well, no. So then they'll do, like, if single player puts down 3 draw 2s, oh, you got to draw 6. But then if the guy who's next, who has to do the draw or whatever, I'll be like, oh, well, I have 2 draw 2s. So I'm going to stack them on top of that. So then it goes to the next person.
See?
And then it goes on until...
Oh, and so you don't draw until you get something other than a draw card?
No, so like... Let's say Grubes puts down draw 3 draw 6, draw 2s, right? So then it goes to you, right? And you're like, oh, I have 2 draw 2s. So you don't draw anything. You put down from your cards those 2 draw 2s.
Okay.
So now there's 6.
Now it's 10.
7, 8. 10, right?
Yeah.
So then it comes to me, and if I have draw 2s, I can put those draw 2s down, and it's going to go to the next person. If not, then I have to draw the amount of
Okay.
cards.
Yeah. So, see, this is how I always played it was if I were to put a draw 2 down on Grubes has to draw 2, and then it would be skipped to Yvonne.
Yeah.
But if Yvonne put down a draw 2, then I would have to draw 2, but I could then put down a draw 4, and you'd have to draw 4. Like,
right.
So
I believe that's how I typically play.
I never played it where it's stacked and like you accumulated the draw number to where one person has to take like 12 cards. We would always do the 2 and then the 2 and then the 4 or whatever the individual thing was, but it would never like add up together.
Yeah.
But apparently that's still wrong too. So you can play a skip or a reverse after a draw card, but all your draw cards are ineligible after that. So then you would have to draw one.
Yes.
If you don't have something else. Wow. Dang.
Man. Okay.
All right.
We learned something.
We did learn something.
But we can't go to Vegas to play.
No.
We'll just have to play at home.
Well, we can go.
Yeah.
You can go play.
It would be funny just bring a stack of Uno cards into Caesars or whatever. Be like,
well, once they have the immersive thing, you can go and play in their Uno club. And I'm sure they'll probably even just provide Uno cards for you.
Yeah, I'm curious how immersive can Uno get?
I don't know.
I mean,
if anybody can make something immersive like that, it would be Las Vegas.
Fair enough.
Like with the sphere and
yeah,
just with the
true.
You go into Caesar's Palace and it's just like you're like, oh wow, like I feel like I'm at Caesar's Palace. You know?
Did Caesar live here?
Did Caesar live here? Your pager might not work there.
Yeah.
But everything else will be very quality. I think. One last thing, one last note, one last nugget to end on is Brad Pitt apparently has some crazy farts and could maybe be called Brad Fart. As well, filming a cafe scene, he ate multiple plates of beans and bacon to stay true to the character, which caused an unfortunate gastric incident that cleared the room. So he said, I was stuck in my chair. Nature took its course. I thought I got away with it. Then the most diabolical stench hit and the entire crew fled. Which I feel like we did a story about somebody like that towards the beginning of our podcast, I believe. I can't remember who it was. Now, it was like Steve Martin or something. I can't remember, but you don't normally think of like Brad Pitt being capable of something like that.
Looks
right?
like maybe Will Smith on the
Will
set
Smith.
of Men in Black.
That's what it was. Will Smith cleared the room with a fart. I think he was like getting in the spaceship or something.
Right.
And he just let one rip and nobody could handle it.
By the way, since I had to do a search of fart in our little rundown, I got reminded of asking about if babies fart in the womb. I forgot about that.
I forgot about that too. And my sister did text me back about it a little bit after the show. And I think we followed up on it scientifically in the following episode.
That I believe they can't, right?
Yeah, that they can't. Yeah, I'll have to relook through my text messages from a long time ago.
They don't fart or burp because no air is being swallowed by babies in the womb.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So there you go.
Okay.
If you missed that episode and you missed that lesson, just know.
Episode 31.
Episode 31. And there's all sorts of lessons that you learn here on Shippy and Grubes. Sometimes we don't know the right answer, like when it comes to investing and saving and real estate, I believe is what we talked about last week.
Yes. What the hell is investing?
Yeah. But then you get stuff like that where we'll do the research for you and we'll let you know.
Absolutely. You will learn.
You will learn.
Just sometimes you might learn not to listen to what we say.
Right. Or you may not want to learn.
Right. Just turn your brain off.
I can't think of two. Yeah, that's the real point of this. Is just turn your brain off.
Enjoy us for an hour. Just bask in it.
And remember, people love the nutter.
Yes.
Well,
that was something.
That was something. That was a fun one.
I had a good time.
I had a great time.
I don't know about anybody else, but we had a good time.
We had a good time. A lot of sports. Some farting news. Called him Brad Fart on accident.
That was awesome.
And we discussed Uno and market price.
They can't do that.
I can't think of anything else we should talk about today.
I think that's enough.
So that's episode 47 for you. In your face. Is that what you said?
I said shut your face.
Oh, shut your face, but also in your face.
Right.
We did it again against all the odds. We had a great time. Thank you guys for joining us on this episode of Shippy and Grubes. I'm Shippy.
I'm Grubes.
Thank you to Stolen Water Media, Ashley, Yvonne, and to you for listening.
Yeah.
And good luck to you and everyone out there with whatever it is you got going on. So I just add some little to it.
Yeah. LaBubus.
Joe Mazzulla would be fine with it.
He would be.
LaBubus. So stupid.
You're stupid.
No.
Oh, no, I'm sorry.
I'm smart, remember. Very smart. Oh, wait, I'm stupid. You act stupid. Be smart.
Yeah, there you go.
My bad.
This is a Stolen Water Media production.